Welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. We are at season 3, episode 14. And we're glad to have you here. Please remember this back when we, for when we get syndicated.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff. I am TarotStache. Thank you for being here. The amazing person over there is Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. And today we are answering Anonymous 2's questions because we had a second round of anonymous questions entered.
Mm-hmm.
So we're answering those today.
Yeah.
Please remember to like and subscribe because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to remind you this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. That being said, purchasing responsibly. You like my this is my spring merch. I got it on a sweatshirt. And I'm sorry, I'm really close to the mic. I got it on a sweatshirt. Merch store is linked below. So
yeah, show us the merch. Don't shout at us.
Sorry, everyone.
Well, now it's the soft, sexy voice.
Yes.
Sorry, everyone.
Sexy. Well, but this is I figured I'd tell everybody now. So if you needed something springtimey, Ostara-y, you had enough time to get it.
So. The TarotStache merch.
TarotStache merch. Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and look, there's Linda De Gonzalez.
Staying for just a minute because she's got to go do things.
Yes. And we did start late today. That was my scheduling error. And Linda and Ramon, Moon Scarab, and I are doing readings tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. So Tiffany Tisdale, Jonathan, hello. Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy, Maru is here, Pamela Batchelor, Joanne Miranda. Did I say hi to Beth? Hi, Beth. Kaylee, swamped at work, going to have to watch later. Completely understand. Russ Bob's Barbara. And I did see the new grandmother here, if I may say that, Debbie.
Yay.
Little granddaughter.
Pictures. Yeah.
And adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And so there you go. If I've missed anybody, my apologies. So Viviani is here. Hi, Viviani.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great to see everybody. And it is great to see everybody because I recognize you've got a lot of options on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. Do appreciate that. So, and there you go. She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. She truly is.
Yes,
I agree.
So, Jaime, what are you sipping on?
Protein shake.
Okay.
Chocolate mocha, frozen peaches, frozen strawberries, fresh banana, ice. Usually I have bare naked cinnamon granola in it, but our stores, because of our snowstorm, we don't have a lot of stuff, normal stuff, because they haven't been able to get over the mountain to.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all.
I'm having some iced coffee. It's a little chilly here today, but that's okay. And she's going by Grandmama.
Grandmama.
Love that.
I love it too. Use the bestest.
It was just on Etsy before this. Oh, purchase responsibly, know your limits. Picked up little outfits on sale for each of my granddaughters. Oh, that's cute. Nice. Jonathan's hardly on YouTube.
But he's here for us.
Yep, there you go. All right, so we have anonymously submitted questions number 2. And so some of these may take a minute to set up, but we're gonna go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. I have not looked at these. So
Me either.
number one, Oregon's state motto as of 1987 is "She flies with her own wings." Alice volat prius in Latin, prius. This replaced the old state motto, the Union. Ohio State's motto is "With God, all things is possible." Nebraska is
Hi, Linda.
Nebraska
Nebraska.
is Nebraska, the good life, which has remained by popular demand despite efforts to change it to Nebraska. Honestly, it's not for everyone. If you had a motto, what would it be?
Runs with scissors.
You had a motto. What'd you say?
Runs with scissors. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had a motto. Don't blink. I still like runs with scissors. It's true. If somebody yells for me in the clinic, it's because I know, Beth, because they need me to do something, and it's usually like they need a third hand for life-saving something, or I need to, something. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with runs with scissors.
Well, and again, for entertainment purposes only, for adults only, runs with scissors, Beth said is perfect. Tiffany said, step lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Pamela Batchelor said, my motto, I'm here for it.
Nice.
If I had a motto, what would it be? I like the idea of where's the joy? Where's the joy?
No. I know my joy.
Oh. I know my joy.
Uh-huh.
If you're not happy, I will force you to be happy. No, I'm kidding.
He's kidding.
This too shall pass. Enjoy the good moments. Learn from the bad. Jonathan. And my shadow motto, pen thief.
That would be my best friend. Yeah, I always tell her, you have 10 million pens over on your desk. Do not take one off of mine, because we share the same space. Our desks are up against each other.
I guess I would say find the joy instead. Mm-hmm. That would be more motto-y.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, though.
Mm-hmm. My motto, we're all in an interconnected circle. Nice. Nice.
Hi, Michelle Marie.
Hi, Michelle Marie. It's good to see you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so number 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Suspending free will. Which decks do you own that you purchased because someone in the Tarot Tube community made you do it? You don't have to name these individuals unless you want to, just the decks.
Excuse me, grab the popcorn. Why would we not name the people? Listen, Anonymous. Really? Have you met us?
Huh. I think Anonymous has.
You going first or am I going first?
I'm going to have you do that because I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm going to cuss. Just be prepared. Turn the speakers down. If you have children in the mood, cover their ear. Damn near every single fucking deck I have. Jaime, Gerald, Beth, Pamela, Jonathan, Zane, Tanya, Kelly, Fitzgerald. Yeah, I think that's them.
Yeah, Pamela needs the question again. Mm-hmm. Suspending free will. Which decks do you own that you purchased because someone in the Tarot Tube family made you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, in 2020, I bought 64 decks, mostly because of the Tarot Tube community. I would say the recent ones really. Wow, my list is too long. I don't believe in free will. So essentially, Jamie, you're professional shoppers.
We are your professional shoppers.
Yes. Let's get
yes,
that
ma'am.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Debbie said,
"Oh, Robin's
influenced by
reflections.
all-
Robin, I gotta blame her too. I don't know her, but I do blame her.
Yeah.
I would like to know her. I think she's lovely. Mm-hmm.
Most recently, that's a Jamie and Jamie, or Jamie.
Jamie and Jamie.
Jamie and Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
And the see, I'm trying to show this little deck, the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed.
Mm.
That's a Beth made me do it, and I will say Beth's name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, a lot of them. One that the Everyday Enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big one, and I didn't connect well with that one.
Yeah.
So, and then it's like, yeah, a lot of them. Oh, Jamie for like the Jamie Sawyer decks,
Mm-hmm.
the Nested Tarot, the Out of Hand. So,
Who was responsible for the Tarot of Oneness?
that was probably Richie, I think.
Yeah.
It was Richie.
Yep.
Richie.
I did not mention Richie, and I should have.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And oh yeah, and yeah, Cosmic Orphan does a lot of interesting flip throughs. Yes.
Yeah, there'll be some evenings that to Kathy that I'm sitting downstairs and I've got the dogs and I'm looking through something and I'll get a text from Kelly and she'll say, "Have you seen?" And then I get pictures, and then I just did it to her the other night. I'm like, "Hello."
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly Fitzgerald and Pamela said they don't believe they're very responsible either.
Yeah, shit, Pamela, who is? I mean, come on.
And Beth said, I had to stop getting entranced by Candy's siren song voice and vibe because we have very different taste in decks. And oh yes, and Robin Wood is my root deck.
Hi, Jeffrey. I love you.
Jeffrey is here. Hello, Jeffrey.
Blowing kisses. I have. Oh, wait. I got to tell him. Hang on. Jeffrey. So Tanya and I have gotten into this little itty bitty miniature 3D thing to where we have, I will have to send pictures. I'll have to take pictures tomorrow, but I have a whole handful of little 3D printed owls for you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. They're cute. What do you do with them? I don't fucking know. Lose them? Whatever. They're cute.
Do you have any other mini things around at the office?
Jackass. So I'm out last week. Let's verge off the path, as I am known to do, Wandering Mountain. So I am gone because I was out ill all last week, and I get a phone call. Now, the BFF doctor, she doesn't call me. We text all the time. If we're phoning, it's because there's something going on. I had a phone call, and she's like, and she sends me a picture, and it's all of these hands. And I said, "You have got to be fucking kidding me."
And
it's a whole box of tiny hands that were sent to the clinic by him as a pick-me-up, right? For both of us, she and I, and the clinic. And it has turned into a tiny hand free-for-all in the clinic. I had to actually take them away from my receptionist yesterday because she was driving me and other people insane. All because of him. An entire box, guys. we're not talking a little box. We're not talking a package. We're talking a box full of tiny hands.
There were 3 options, so I just sent all 3.
Yes, you did.
Actually, there may have been more than that. There may have been 5. But
Yeah.
anyhow, well, and you also said that the doctor mentioned none of them are giving the finger because they didn't know where they came from. Right.
Right. Well, yeah, that she was surprised that none of them were giving the finger, but the person sending them wasn't sure who would see them, so he was trying to be kind and polite.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry about that. Receptionist took care of that yesterday. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can fix that.
Oh, but Beth, I threw them at her. I am sure I broke some kind of law.
Yeah. Oh well. And yeah, so I was getting pictures of people with tiny hands. So, and Marjorie McConnell has joined us. So,
hi, Marjorie.
It's like find the joy.
I did. It was lovely.
All right. Here's a follow-up to number 2. Question number 2. What reasons do you attribute to this influence? What made the deck seem appealing to you after listening to that person?
Oh, well, that's easy. So when I get I'm going to answer, obviously. Sorry, run right over you. Like when Beth sends me something, I think that Beth and I have just enough difference in taste that when she sends me something, it's intriguing, right? Which you can't always say that. So when I get something from Beth, it makes me pay attention because there's a reason she's sending it to me. You and I don't have similar taste at all, yet we have quite a bit of crossover in what we enjoy in the same decks, if that makes sense.
You're talking Beth?
No, you.
Us?
You.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was talking about Beth, but with you, I have more in common, I think, with Jeffrey's style, and even that's limited than I do with you. But you and I have an interesting crossover in having the same decks because we like them for different reasons, right?
Yes.
With like Jane, I don't know. There's like that little voice that comes out and goes ting 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 ting.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I think, for me, it's like, part of the influence was the timing, like in 2020, and we were all trying to fill in gaps and things. So that made perfect sense. I also, there are some people who, when they share a deck with me, they tell me why they think I might like it or why they like it. That is a great, wonderful thing. But then I've also learned that there are some people who 4 years ago I was constantly getting the same decks they were, but I am aware of now what I like in a deck and what I don't like in a deck. So I'm not influenced by that. So I can actually not purchase a deck.
And see, I don't want to know why somebody likes it. I mean, if I'm watching a review, that's a different story because that's what I'm there for. But like, if you tell me, hey, blah, 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 I don't want you to tell me why you like it at first because I want to see it and see if I can figure it out. And then if it kind of connects or not, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Beth said, for me, the major selling point is the enthusiasm of the person talking about the deck. I always say it's like a Subaru commercial. You want to be that person hopping in the car heading to the beach. Yeah, I did find my voice with the deck. And I don't regret many purchases. There are a few. And everybody, Deanne is here. Blue Crescent Tarot. Sip. I'm often persuaded when I hear how someone uses a particular deck and it inspires me. Oh, I like that too. But I am also, I like I like hearing why somebody suggested a deck to me. Because it's like, oh, I think, this might be something that could be helpful for you. So somebody, oh, I saw this and this made me think of you. Because
I like that. Yeah.
Because I'm really good at ignoring. Now I'm better at ignoring what people are saying, because the Light Seers, that was out 2 years before I got it. And because it was so popular, everybody was talking about it, and I'm like, and I didn't want anything with it.
That one still pisses me off because Kelly Fitzgerald had, I think, she might have had just the promo deck, but she has the indie, and I missed the indie and then had to wait for the mass market, and the mass market does not please me as much as looking at Kelly's indie. Yeah.
Thanks, and Stacy May, Catitude Crafters Retreat, is here. Hello, Stacy. I have been thinking about you. And Hershey says loves your hair colors, Jamie.
Thank you.
And so, but I think it is one of those things that I am much better at knowing my own style. And when somebody recommends a deck, I actually have. This is a discussion show today where we're answering Anonymous 2's questions, Stacy. And so you're welcome to join us. And then tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, I am doing readings with Ramon and Linda.
Where did we get the Peculiar Pathways from?
That may be you. I don't know where we got Peculiar Pathways.
Was it me and Zane maybe one night? Or
it could be.
I know he doesn't have it, but
Beth is saying me.
Thank you.
Okay, and here, here's your moment of truer words have never been spoken from TarotStache. Always buy the guidebook. Always buy the guidebook, people. Always. So, but
I have marked the crap out of that guidebook because it's I sent a picture of a reading to Beth, and the same one that I sent you this little bit ago, and you can read it the way you would normally read the 5, a world, and a 5, but then when you go to that particular guidebook, because there's so much in a card, it totally changes the meaning and makes it very, very profound. At least that particular reading was quite profound to me.
Yeah.
Not if I just read it the way it presented, but reading the stuff in the background, it was like, oh yeah, you're really answering the question.
Yeah. Found out about the pocket archetypes from Racine on Owl Moon. And I'm going to put this back up there again because it supports what I was saying. Always buy the guidebook. Always. So, all right. Number 4, which characteristics of a tarot deck are deal breakers for you, if any? For example, specific things you must see in specific cards, card size, card stock, coloration, texture, theme, etc.
Sure. Do you want to answer first?
I always look at the Hermit, the Moon. I like to look at the 9 and the 10 of Swords. I like to look at the 3 of Swords. I am a big fan of the 2 of Pentacles. For those of you who know me, it's my favorite card. And there's probably a couple of other ones that I'm looking, cards that I'm looking at. And those cards have to resonate with me. Bonus points if it is not a 3 swords in a heart. I also look at the 8 of Wands. That's Zane's influence.
Same. Yeah. So Me, it's I'd like to see a not young high priestess. It's not a deal breaker. I prefer my towers to be unique without falling people because of 9/11. I always look at the Hermit because of you. I always look at the Eight of Wands because of Zane. I also always look at the Magician. It's not a deal breaker either, but I want to see if I can figure out if Zane would like it or not, because that's his card.
Yes.
I always, 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 always look at the Nine of Pentacles to see if there is a snail. And if there isn't one, I have to be able to imagine that there's one hiding in the bushes. And if I can't imagine that because it's so sparse, it does not make me happy.
Yes. But it can make you not happy, but you would still use the deck.
Yeah, I mean, because it's honestly not it's not a new thing for me, but it is a very new thing for many creators.
Yes.
So it's only been in like, gosh, I would say the last 4 or 5 years that creators have been really paying attention to details that are different.
Yes.
From the RWS or something like that. And to that was the other thing I was going to say. Because of Gerald and his ridiculousness, he has passed on to me this horrible affliction of looking at the courts, and the courts, the biggest deal breaker. Honestly, none of those cards are huge deal breakers, but the courts have got to make sense to me now.
Yes.
And if they don't, it's a bummer. Can I still use a deck? Yeah. But when I have to work at it, making them connect.
Yeah.
Makes
And
me angry.
yeah. So Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy, I want those courts to look like they are related, because in my mind, the court is a family of that suit. So, and I actually I give credit to Maru, because I actually like the idea of its princess, prince, queen, and king, because page and knight are employees, not
Correct.
members of the family. So, okay, so Pamela said also star and strength. Kathy prefers not gilded cards. Sharp gilded means I probably won't use it much. I do not want a card that is more than 350 GSM, and it can't be really shiny.
Correct. And when you get to Beth, that next one, so she looks at the moon, the high priestess, strength, the hermit. In the minors, I look to the 6 of swords, 3 of cups, 8 of cups. I want older queens and kings. So in a particular deck that Beth and I both have, her complaint was that the king looked like, compared to the queen, I can't even remember what deck, it'll come to me, but it looked, the king was so young. And so I started creating this story on her, like, well, maybe, he killed his parents, or maybe they died of the plague and he can't, blah, blah, blah. And she was not having it. She's like, no, I'm not having it.
Yeah. Maru said, I don't have a particular card I look at, but if there's more than 2 or 3 cards I dislike, I won't buy the deck. Yes, and which is why I really appreciate a lot of the content creators on YouTube when they're showing the cards. And I need to do some more flip throughs. I realize this, people, because I don't want to hear, I want to flip through. I do not want first impressions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Same here. Courts are families to me. Yes. Hey, Gray. And we're having a great conversation. I'm answering Anonymous 2's questions.
Yeah. She has the mind of a steel trap, I swear to God.
Yes.
But yeah, that was the deck.
Oh, well, then it could be a cuckoo, cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
So, well, and flip throughs are a public service. Yes. Not a big fan of rose petal finish. They tend to be sticky.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yes. There was a tarot deck, or there was a deck that was,
I did.
Deb is here. I don't look at specific cards, but I need the deck to make sense to me and able to tell the story. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I don't like a really shiny deck. First of all, because I can't really use it on YouTube. I can't share it. And if it's too hard to shuffle, I mean, yeah.
You give people apoplexy by sanding the cards on.
I give people apoplexy by sanding it. Michelle Marie, I love that comment. It's like that. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Please do the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, Gerald. I love this deck, Smooch. Even though it's reordered, it tells a beautiful narrative and is its own journey. Well, and interestingly enough, Jamie Zane and I have actually looked at that and we've studied it. And so this was one that I did do a whole bunch of stuff on.
We wrote all over the crap that
I wrote all over the crap on it. So Zane,
I said that. Haha. I said it.
Yeah. If I don't vibe with the magician, it's almost a no-go. Debbie said, shiny is not my favorite, but my favorite deck is shiny, go figure.
Sometimes that's the way it works.
Let me tell you that when I hear the word linen, I'm like going, gosh, yeah. So, and so, okay. Like a matte finish, matte edging, not large cardstock that's flexible.
Yes,
if
ma'am.
there's cards that turn me off, then I'll probably not use the deck, and I prefer the cards to be matte and not glossy. Amanda is here. Hi, Amanda. Smooch is fine.
I like Smooch so much. Smooch. Whatever, Smooch.
And okay, Zane, there is a request from Pamela Batchelor for you, Jamie, and me to do a conversation about the Witch's Wisdom. So, and I did see Sylvia here, Colorful Foresight. Hello, good to see you. And there was a deck that I was wanting to back on Kickstarter. It was a good topic. It was a unique deck. And it was like they were so proud of the fact that it was going to be 400 GSM. No.
I wanted it too. I couldn't do it. I didn't back it because I just couldn't. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Beth likes the Terror of the Witch's Garden.
Oh, so do I. Okay. I like the book.
I also have to have a deck, because there's questioning here about coloration, texture, theme. I do love me a collage deck. It's just my artistic bend. Right. I need the deck to be able, if it's got labels on it, I need those to be readable or legible. So, and, and this just in, if it has a guidebook, I'm buying the one with the guidebook.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like it because it's got pretty color.
Amanda, I just picked up a round deck, the Wild Unknown Archetypes. No book, but that's okay. I really like the round. The round is an interesting thing about how to use it. So, and of course, I'm always for the interesting thing because I had the transparent tarot when it first came out, and everybody didn't know about that. So.
Yeah, I have the Ogenblick, and it's square.
Yeah, so
it makes me happy. It's a bitch to shuffle, but I like it.
What drew you to tarot initially, and why do you think tarot clicked for you as part of your spiritual practice?
I blame my mom. Everybody knows that story. I blame my mom. I didn't really come to it on my own. It was just part of growing up. She was a high priestess. She was all the things. And so it was just part of, it's like you learn to color when you're a kid, or you learn to do your letters or whatever. I'll send you mine, Deanne.
I mean, what drew me to tarot, I mean, I think what clicked for me is it was a tool that unlocked lots of hidden passages and hidden compartments, and I got to see you get to go into the back door.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen The Matrix, and you can go into the back door. I think tarot is like that for me. And it just clicked because it was like, okay, this makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
This makes a lot of sense to me, and it's really wonderful. So, and I tried to go tarot before guidebooks, and it never clicked long term. Guidebooks have opened the whole world to me.
Yeah, it was fun because my mom was my guidebook. That's
I love that.
different. Yeah, Dan, you heard me correctly, and it's fine.
So, yeah. All right. Have you ever suffered a spiritual or existential crisis in your lifetime where you questioned your relationship with spirit and with the tarot? If so, how did this crisis resolve?
Interesting.
I
Okay.
can go first.
Sure.
Yes, I did. There was a period of time where I was doing some study before I got into witchcraft. And I was studying. I was probably about 10 years or so into the 12 years of study with it, where I got rid of all but all but one of my tarot decks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just sort of this doesn't quite work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it resolved because I was overthinking it and I was limiting it instead of realizing. I'm a firm believer that pantheons overlap.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like it when I think about pantheons and overlapping. For me, and I've had this experience. I've been with people who have a very different study than me, and I get an image of all of our deity at a cocktail party, getting to know each other and catching up, and it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and I did see Nancy came in.
She did.
So it's good to see you. And Maria said, I've always loved the idea of spirit interacting with you through the cards. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, okay, what were you going to say?
Do you want to read the question again?
Have you ever suffered a spiritual or existential crisis in your lifetime where you questioned your relationship with spirit and with the tarot? If so, how did this crisis resolve? And I do have to go back to the idea of there was spiritual existential crisis with that as well. Going, what in the hell is going on? And so, yeah.
I kind of had a forced one in that my mom got really super angry at her deck because at this time there were 2 decks in the world. Okay, 2. Yeah, 2. And she burned her deck in the 80s.
Wow.
And then she didn't go back to it for a while, and I've always kind of kept it out there. Existential crisis. No, I mean, not really. I look at the cards a lot differently now than I did when I was a kid. But I think my only crisis would have been like people finding out that you have tarot and then them going through, because I remember my physical therapist, this was just like 10 years ago. I was talking about something about a reading that I had done for somebody that she knows. And she's like, oh, don't get the death card. And I looked at her, I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
And then she looks at me like, what? And it's like, I'm not casting your future. I'm not reading your future.
Right.
There's no fortune telling here. And that was shocking for her. And then it was the cards don't mean what you think they mean. And if you're taking it off of face value, off of the word death, you don't know what you're talking about. And so I think that would be the only, it wouldn't be a crisis or anything like that, but it would be definitely a frustration in people not knowing what you do or how you do it.
Yeah. There's a huge misunderstanding about using, the tarot is a tool. Oracle, decks are tools.
Yeah.
So, Jonathan shared his crisis resolved after putting down the tarot for 10 plus years and living life to the fullest. It opened up tarot in a big way for me when I finally made it back again. And Kathy said, I had a case of tarot burnout and I stopped reading tarot for the best part of a year. I stayed in the tarot community, which resolved it. I'm not doing a lot of readings for myself. I used to do daily readings and I haven't been doing that in a while. So Beth said,
we can talk about that because you and I had it happened around the same time with the same situation, and we should talk about that because not here.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Yeah, because I think that's interesting.
Yeah, Beth said, I had a brief mini crisis with tarot when so many readers were saying Kamala would win. That was a bit of a tough for me, yes. And Marjorie was thinking the similar thing. Beth. Pamela said, yes, death card and the tower card used to scare me back in time.
Yeah,
now,
I get it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Purple Elephant Deb H said, I had a crisis for which led to a 35-year lapse in reading tarot. I predicted my mom's death and she died. I didn't want to know, so I put my cards down. Yeah. That's tough. And Maru said, I had a hard time getting into tarot at first. It was too confusing. I only used oracle decks, not hit an existential crisis that would cause me to abandon the cards. They helped me feel better. I love that. Yeah. So, which 5 tarot decks did you go?
Yes. I did.
Okay. All right. Yes, that was because your mom burned her deck.
Yep.
Which 5 decks did you use the most often in 2024?
Rhythm and Soul. I used a lot. The Enchanted Feline has been on my desk since I got it. Winnie the Pooh was the one that stuck with me the most throughout 2024. I think Olivia Rose's deck was with me a lot in 2024. Of course, late 2024 would be the unicorn deck that's Lisa Papez's, because it's sitting right here too. Trying to think. Winnie the Pooh would be the biggest one that stuck around a lot out of all of the things. And Tarot of Oneness, that's a big one.
Yeah, I have Tarot of Oneness. The Out of Hand, not this version. The Santa Muerte. The Sasarabito Tiny Traveler. This is a great little deck.
Yeah, mine's over here.
Radical Abundance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Henry's deck, yeah.
Yeah, so Wildwood, Witch's Garden, Remembering the Sweet Fool, Flow Tarot.
Remembering the Sweet Fool.
I don't know that one.
I'm going to write it down.
Thank you. So, but those are the ones that, that, and I did use in 2024, I used a lot of the Tarot of Oneness and the Light Seers. But I also used the Tiny Travel, or the Curious Travels.
Yeah, you did use that quite a bit.
So, okay, so
Maru missed the question.
oh, the question is, which 5 tarot decks did you use most often in 2024? And Rose Blue is getting their electric changed into your name. Congratulations. And
Very cool.
Under the Oak, Super Lunaris, Anna K, Witch's Garden, and Witch Sisters for Beth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I also used the Dream Visions Tarot a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like the gal that made that.
Yes,
I
Emma.
really do.
Yeah. So, okay. Now I have to put these back. So
I have the Gentle Tarot. Was that the one that they put on Kickstarter, and I backed that, and so I'm waiting for that to issue. I imagine that that'll be a big deck for 2025, but I don't know that for a fact. But
yeah, I'm being asked. Oh, bye, Jonathan. Okay, there's that. Kathy said, main deck I used was Tarot Mystical Moments, as I put in as I pull a mystical moments for each day and look forward to or reflect on it. Oh, I did use the Spectral World Tarot. I did use the Spectral World Tarot. You're right. And My Friendly Fire is one that Pamela said. My Friend Fire.
that was Zane.
That was Zane.
Mm-hmm. He's helping a sister out. We're good.
This section of the video is brought to you by the word rude. Everyone say it with me. Rude.
Rude.
Implies ignorance of or indifference to good form. It may suggest intentional discourtesy. Don't be rude. Like, share, and subscribe to our channels.
Rude. Uh-oh. And okay, so Maru said that the Journey in the West Tarot, Paul's Moon, Clarity, Egyptian Art Nouveau, and Pot Tarot.
Nice.
So, and Michelle Marie said, my first deck, the Classic RWS, the Hermetic Tarot, Enchanted Tarot, Light Seers, Oracle, Dreams of Gaia Tarot. It's hard to part with some of those decks. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And even Anna's in on this. Yeah. So
I'm just waiting for my post office to allow me to ship to Canada so that I can send stuff to Kaylee, but they still won't let me do it.
all right. Which 5 tarot decks are you most looking forward to working with in 2025?
Oh yeah, that Peculiar deck.
Yes.
Because I like it a lot and there's a lot to it. It's amazing. I'm looking at
and you know, it has a really good guidebook. Did you know that? This has a really good guidebook.
You're just slamming that one home, aren't you?
Yep.
That deck I like a lot. There's a lot to it. There's the what's it called? When Women Have Wings. that one. I'm looking forward to pairing this with stuff. I have the Cosmic Seeker Tarot.
Oh yes.
Um, you know, oh boy, that's not supposed to be stuck to that. I would like to delve into this one too.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah. Mystic Augur and Sage Oracle deck. 68 Oracle cards with a guide. I would like to dig into that this year. Continue with my Rhythm and Soul, because the the Rhythm and Soul one came with a playlist and the whole nine, and got me looking at a lot of old time music with amazing lyrics and stuff like that, and a lot of jazz and swing, and for lack of a better term, but definitely a cultural term used back in the day, Cotton Club music.
Yeah.
Which I like that, you know.
Yeah. New question is, which 5 tarot are you looking forward to using in 2025? I will add to it Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. It's one of these that is sitting next to me. As you said, the Cosmic Seeker. Looking forward to using the Enchanted Forest Felines Tarot. That's going to be quite fun. And, one that is under, that I just got last year. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Unessential Tarot works more in some readings. And then I'm also liking the second edition of the Life is Like a Board Game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You and Zane and I still have to do something, huh?
Yes. Beth said peculiar pathways when women had wings, Under the Oak, Magical Nature, and Hedge Witch. The Complete Arthurian Tarot, Cosmovisions, Shining Tribe Tarot. I have the Shining Tribe, and I just haven't haven't been able to pull it out yet. The Dark Goddess, Black Madonna with
I have the Black Madonna. I love that.
Zane has Architect's Tarot. So still hasn't opened it. You're pulling a Gerald.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, don't make me call you names, Gerald.
Call me names. That's Zane.
I know.
Yes.
You have to flow with it and put the punctuation in.
Yes. Jamie, I love the Hermit and Moon cards so much that in that deck, Rhythm and Soul. Kathy got the Spacious Tarot 2 years ago, but never used it. Looking forward to using it this year. It's a shame it's going out of print, but you have your copy, so that's a good thing. And Pamela said the Dark Goddess always sits next to them, as does the Shining Tribe. So that's exciting. I'm also looking forward to getting into the Terra Volatile. That's one that came with a huge guidebook.
Yeah, the big, yeah.
So it and I think that's a I love me to add some information, add some learning to what I'm finding things out about. So that's cool. So Jamie, shall we stop there? Because we've got 4 more questions. Do you want to plow through them?
Let's see. Let's go.
Have you ever purchased a tarot deck just for the guidebook? Do you end up using the tarot deck?
What was the question?
Have you ever purchased a tarot deck just for the guidebook?
Yes.
Did you end up using that tarot deck?
Yes, and I ended up collecting 9 million different versions of the same fucking deck in million different colors, and I've gotten rid of all of them except for the borderless original, and I kept the damn book, and it's right over there.
Would that be the Deviant Moon?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ah.
I mean, like on, yeah.
Yeah.
Have I ever? Well, actually, the Shadowlands I bought, Sadhana, Integrative Healing with Sadhana, did a series of videos a couple of years ago talking about the best guidebooks, and the Shadowlands is one of the best guidebooks. So I bought it for that, and I've not actually used the deck at all. So, and so yeah.
You get Moon.
Oh, and Terror of the Vampires. Yep. Shadowlands guidebook is awesome.
Oh, Shadowlands. Yeah, I have a whole creation story with the Shadowlands, but for another time. And if you've heard it, lovely. But yeah, that guidebook is
Well, and the other deck that they were using was quite good. That I started to look at was quite good. Maru is in 2025 using Slavic Legends Tarot.
This one.
Yes, Awakening Tarot. The Baroque Tarot, first edition, Little Hermits Tarot, Animal Guides, Tarot of the Divine, Radiant Rider Waite, Journey to the West, Tarot of Traditions, and the Tarot Paul Moons. So, and The Witch's Garden is a great guidebook, Beth says.
Yeah. It's just pretty. It's super pretty and well done.
Can you please describe what genres of tarot are your favorite? For example, animal decks, cute decks, dark decks, landscape decks, Marseille or Pip, whimsical, gothic, abstract, etc.
Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Go ahead. Yes, go first, please.
So it used to be animal decks. I have a lot of those. I still like a very well done, happy deck. But here's my caveat. So I have those decks. I will still use those decks. Winnie the Pooh can be that deck can give really good deep readings. But I find myself leaning towards things that are more complicated and complex and take time.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's like I can hear Kelly in my head, a 5 is a 5 is a 5, or a ship is a ship is a ship, right? It's how do you change it up so that it's not Snoresville, right? You add layers and complexity and whatever. And sometimes you just want to be able to read a flat out card. Just let me read it.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's fine too. I have those decks, but I'm drawn more towards the complex at this time. But I will always have, a unicorn deck or a Winnie the Pooh deck or my Boo Tarot, Boo. I will have my zany. I consider that now. Of course, it kicks Zane's ass, but yeah, I consider that a light and colorful. Let's just chill deck. That'll always be in my collection. So.
Zane said I was going to say the Awakening, but then I remembered that I didn't buy that for myself, so no is my answer.
Goofball.
And then Kathy said, I got the Rachel True deck just for the guidebook. Intuitive Heart, not used it in a long time. And Debbie is, I love them all. I like a variety. And Robin, Toadstool Tarot, is here. He says, I agree, Jamie. I love decks. I can read at a glance, but also have enough going on in each card to linger in and state and lose oneself in the depths and layers of images. Yeah. So, and Kathy wasn't an animal deck person, but my tarot collection says otherwise. They're my most used.
Isn't that funny?
And, Beth said, I like decks with a witch vibe. Witch Sisters, Witch's Garden, Green Witch, even Peculiar Pathways falls in that category for me.
I'm not a witch, but I like those genres as well.
Yeah.
That hedge witchy, earthy kind of thing sends good yummies to the druid.
Michelle Marie has taken notes. Michelle Marie. I like decks with good quality art. I like a collage deck. I like it to be cohesive, and I have a nice variety of things. I like a deck that's dark and stormy. And I also like a deck that, well, I don't really particularly care for a deck that is bright and cheery. That seems forced.
Yeah.
And I'm really attracted to the decks that are pretty straightforward. So, what, Jeffrey? What?
You were showing decks you got.
Yes. Oh, Jeffrey just handed me this.
Oh,
This is a deck that I got.
Oh,
So,
wait. What? You mean this?
yes.
Oh, wait.
The blue cerulean. So, yeah. Dark and stormy. I like a deck that's brainstormy. Well, you know, my brain can be dark and stormy enough. So, but yeah. I also I like a Marseille and a Pip deck. I like the artwork, and you know, it's got to make sense to me. It's got to make sense to me. So, you know, the melanoma, melatonona, whatever. At least I didn't say the Melania.
That's a pretty deck. I have that as well.
Thank you, Jamie.
You're welcome. Yes, a deck and a lunchbox. And cool kids, I would never consider myself a cool kid. Maybe the weirdo in the corner. But yeah, it's James R. Eads.
Yes.
Cerulean sequence.
Do you have a goal or goals related to your tarot or oracle practice for 2025?
Do I have a goal?
Yes. Do you have goal or goals?
No. I am focusing on other areas of goals in my life that is not one that I'm going to limit myself with.
Mm-hmm. You know, one of the things that I would love is I would love to be able to, it would be great for me in my tarot practice. I would love to be able to do 4 to 10 readings, private readings for people a month.
I think that'd be rad for you.
That would be really great for me. I would love that because I love that interaction.
You'll be fucking tired, but yes. Yeah, I think that
I'll
would
be what?
Cool. Tired. But yes.
Oh, I won't be tired. That would so invigorate me. So, and Maru's like, my goal is to figure out how to do videos better. Yes, and the best way to do that is to keep doing it. So.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay. Because part of what I'm doing for 2025 is I'm doing fewer shows where I'm doing free readings for people.
Right.
So I want to have, you know, I can do fast food and that drive-through, but it's really it's not fulfilling me as much as I would like.
Yep.
Please complete the following sentences. Are you ready?
Way ready.
I wish.
Wait, what was that? Llama, big llama. Okay. Moose, what was it? Moose, llama, fish. Let's see. Say it again.
Please complete the following sentences. I wish
I were independently wealthy so that I could help all of the people that come to us that cannot afford our help and we can't help them.
Okay. I wish people would listen to each other and try to understand what's going on so they can make better decisions.
Yeah, I like that.
I love
All of you.
I love interacting with people, and that includes you and you and you and you and you, and way in the back, I see you.
I see you hiding.
I don't like
Mean people.
social media. I could share my little insight about social media, but I won't.
Okay.
I'll do that after this if you remind me. I'm grateful for
to be able to still stand on my own 2 feet.
I am grateful for the true friends that I have who support me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sad when
People are jerks.
I feel sad when I feel helpless.
Mm-hmm.
I feel happy when
I have all my ducks in a row.
llama llama.
Big llama, moose moose, llama llama fish.
I feel happy when I finish something completely and can start something new.
Yeah.
I can count on blank to perk me up.
You.
Jamie. There you go. So, and they're beautiful comments that people are putting into the chat. So this is great. So
thank you for playing.
Yes,
I like it.
I'm wondering if I feel happy when my son and daughter-in-law send me a daily pics of my granddaughter. Oh, love me that. Yes. Yes. So, well, thank you, Anonymous 2.
Thank you.
Anonymous 2. See if we can do this. I think this is, there we go. Yes, we are the pepper in each other's soup. Jules learning to listen said, this is great. I don't dare, just cataloging the collection, trying to stop the madness.
Sure.
And I can count on coffee and my dog to perk me up always. Yeah. Yes. So next week, grateful for my cats because cats.
Because cats.
Yes. Yes. So, and yeah. Next week, Haley from Fogo Pogo or Woo Woo Wonderment is coming on, and this is part 3 with Kaylee, and we are doing crafting. And we invite you to join us, whether or not you are knitting, crocheting, doing needlepoint, stickering, doodling, doing something like that. Feel free. So, and Michelle Marie said, I feel sad when I can't reach someone in danger or they refuse to see the dangerous people. It's like watching a child run into traffic from a place you can't reach them in time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I mean, coffee is a chemical dependence, but whatevs.
Yeah, whatevs, Beth.
Yes.
BETH, capital.
Yeah. I'm grateful for you two sharing your friendship with us. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. I feel happy when I have concrete answers to a chronic issue.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sister, sing it. Oof.
Yes. Thank you, Pamela. So that's that. I'm also with like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here. You're awesome. You spending your time with us. I will be putting posts up to where I will be so you can join us. So And thank you, everybody, for being here. Any last thoughts before we leave, Jamie?
Thank you. Be safe, especially if you have snow or it's cold. Don't let snow cover your tailpipe.
Words to live by.
And there you go. I'm happy you were here.
Jeffrey says, I love seeing Jamie's secret guest. LOL.
Oh, the Fitz?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mr. Fitzgerald just got back, and he should not be unhappy, but he is.
Uh-oh. Probably because it's SNACK time.
No. He's just hungry all the time.
Yes. Well, of course. So, all right, everybody, thank you so very much. And I'm glad to have everybody here. Everyone, take care. Bye.